The following is a presentation of TFNN. Time to talk about your health. Living a primal lifestyle.
You know, we have Tom from Tampa on the phone. Hey, Tom. Good morning. It's bright and early now, huh?
Hey, Paige. Good.
Hi, Tom.
How you guys doing, Nico?
Doing great.
Good. Hey, your newsletter's outstanding, man. I'm telling you, man, it is outstanding. And so is the Primal Edge. I love that stuff. I'd never be without it. I mean, I've been on it now 3-4 months, man. I mean, it's just, I can't get over how good I feel.
Primal Edge is, people are raving about it. People who are trying it, they know because you can feel it.
Would not be without it.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now your hosts, Nico Haan and Paige Clarke.
Good morning, I'm Nico Haan, and welcome to Living a Primal Lifestyle, where we explore a return to a more balanced, natural, wild world. And we do this to recover our natural health and regain our rights and freedoms. And it's a beautiful morning here in downtown Clearwater. You know, Paige is out today, but we have a great guest, Venus DeMarco. And, we can get your phone calls here, too, at 877-927-6648. So Venus DeMarco is a national speaker on wellness, prevention of disease, and keeping the cancer switch off. She's a well-known author. She's also a representative for body health.
I am.
Yeah.
I am proud to be. It's a great product.
Yeah, I've been using some of your products, and they're wonderful, that's for sure. Folks, you can reach us here at 877-927-6648, and if you have any questions or suggestions for the show, you can always reach me at nico@tfnn.com, and even though Paige not here, she'll answer you if you contact her at paige@tfnn.com. So, Venus, how long have you been with Body Health?
Almost a year. I've been taking the products for a long time, but I've been their wholesale rep since last July, the end of July, so almost a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how did you get started in this whole thing? How did you become an author? And when were you first really beginning to think, okay, health is really important to me, I got to do something?
Well, you know, it's interesting. I always was into health.
Okay.
I was an esthetician for 35 years, but I was the old school esthetician.
Okay.
So now they just work on the outside. How much can we peel the skin? How much can we inject it? I came from the old school where we would treat the body from the inside out. So I was putting people on bowel cleanses and liver cleanses back in the 80s.
Wow, way ahead of your time.
Oh, very. I had great mentors. And, but you know, I had a fun lifestyle too. The beauty business was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. But in 2009, I was diagnosed with breast cancer.
Okay.
All right. So now, I had to really change my life. I had to relook at everything. It wasn't going to be the same. They wanted to do a double mastectomy. They wanted to do 8 months of chemo, and I had many opinions because I knew I was going to write my story.
Right.
So,
okay.
I just couldn't go the conventional route. And I'm not here to tell people what to do when they're diagnosed with cancer. That's
scary thing.
It's a very scary thing. But for me, it didn't make any sense. And I had a 9-centimeter tumor with tumors floating around it. Wow. So the only thing the doctors wanted to do was to take both the breasts.
Right.
And I kind of
like... That's kind of a conventional thing that they're doing now.
Yes.
I mean, they're really recommending this wholesale to people.
Right. But I liked my girls. I really did. I mean, I really do. I still have them.
Yeah, that's great.
I always tell people they have lots of functions. They're even weather girls, you know? So, I just couldn't give them up. To me, it was like somebody asking me to stick my arm out and cut it off. So I started to do my research and realized that, it was inflammation. We're very toxic and inflamed, so I had to learn how to get that down.
So you're really starting to discover that the beginning of disease is really inflammation in many forms.
Toxicity, inflammation, and then you got to figure out where the root cause is.
Now, if you have breast cancer, do you get some kind of indication first yourself before you get diagnosed by a professional?
Well, it takes 10 to 20 years to have a tumor as big as I did.
Okay.
I knew that tumor was there. It was huge, but I waited probably 6 to 8 months to go, be tested.
Yeah. Sometimes no news is not bad news.
Well, I don't know what it was. It was almost like a God thing. Like, it just wasn't time yet.
Okay.
I had to be in the right frame of mind. So when I did, everybody around me was really freaking out.
Wow.
The radiologists, they all were having a very hard time. I mean, think about it. I was calming the radiologist down. I was like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. So I went on a great journey. And what I did was I decided to find out what was good and bad and ugly in the natural world.
Okay.
Because just because something's natural, as you know, doesn't mean it's good.
Right.
And just because people practice what we might think is natural practices, some of them are very dangerous and some of them are very funny. I mean, I had some funny experiences. So I wrote this book, and it's about 50% of what I went through.
And what's the name of the book?
The new title is Fearless.
Fearless.
And yes, my journey that healed breast cancer in my life.
Okay.
So when I say fearless, I don't mean that I had no fear, because I did. There's a lot of fear that grips you in the beginning, which is really interesting because I don't have any fear of cancer now.
Okay.
Because I really understand it. But fearless to me is if you get knocked down, you get back up. You just keep getting back up until it's done.
Well, you know the process of healing yourself, and that's certainly something I go through all the time. Is you do have to get up all the time, and I always have that voice in the back of my mind, that commercial where that lady falls down and she can't get up. And I told myself many, many years ago, I said, that's not a place I'm going to go.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
In this country, it's very common, and I moved here from Austin, Texas, and I have found that, especially in certain areas of our country, that people really think getting old means prescription drugs.
Yep.
And it means feeling bad, and you don't have to. That's a fallacy.
Yeah.
Keep the inflammation down. Look at what your thoughts are. Your thoughts are really important. What are you thinking about?
Yeah.
You know.
And that's the whole base fear society is really what we have in just about every sense, from political all the way down to health.
Yes.
And when you get that nomenclature put on you, cancer, all of a sudden, that instills a lot of fear. And like you said, not just in yourself, but all the people around you.
I mean, the doctors, everybody, they were trying to get me to do this in 48 hours. There's a big, famous place called MD Anderson in Houston. I mean, these people, I went to a specialist in Austin. I went to MD Anderson. I wanted to get quite a few opinions because I was going to write a book.
Okay.
So I knew that I didn't want anybody saying I was lying.
Right.
But it's very fear-based because it makes a lot of money. And if they get you really scared, then you will do everything they say.
I saw that happen to my sister when she was diagnosed with multiple myeloma. And I basically told her, if you don't do this here, we're going to shut you out of this hospital.
Oh, I know.
I mean, that's, talk about fear-based, and now you're in a dilemma. Your favorite doctor and your favorite hospital is no longer going to treat me if I don't do what they say.
And to be honest, I was more afraid of doctors than I was cancer.
Okay.
I even gave up all my health insurance, everything, because I knew I had to take this journey, and I couldn't give up, because if I did, would I have a welfare mastectomy? What would I do? So I knew that if I had no insurance, and that I would make it through. And here it is, 8 years later, I'm still here.
Great story. Boy, I want to hear about this, that's for sure. So we're here with Venus DeMarco. We're going to continue our journey here. Number here is 877-927-6648. Stick around, folks. Pick up some Primal Edge while you're at it, please. We'll be right back. You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Nico and Paige take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back to the show, folks. I'm here with Venus DeMarco. I wanted to mention before we go any further that I have the brand new Health Signals newsletter out there, and we have some great articles in there, so please pick that up. It's $5 per issue, $10 a month. Gets you 2 issues on the first and third Tuesday of every month. So, Venus, we've been talking here, and your website here is venusdemarco.org.
Yes.
What I see. Yeah. And on this, one of the first things you mentioned, and I usually go to, is if we're having trouble, we're anti-inflammatory, you've discovered there's some kind of dysfunction in your body that you have to detox. And I've been really heavily into doing different types of detox. So let's talk about the different ways to detox and cleanse. We want to do it easily, we want to do it safely, and we want to be consistent at it.
That's right. So what I advise people to do when they're diagnosed with a disease such as cancer, to actually go somewhere. I love the Hippocrates Center for that.
Okay.
And the reason why is that you have people watching you.
And where is that located?
It's in West Palm Beach, Florida.
Palm Beach. Okay.
And it's a great place. Got a 3-week program. I didn't get to go there, but luckily I had been studying nutrition for a long time. So I understood how to do this, and that sometimes detoxing, well, it is really bad when you're really going deep, because I went through every organ all the way to kidneys to blood.
Wow.
By the time when you get to your blood, all the emotions come out.
I see.
And that's very important. You have to get those out, because that's the root cause of all disease. So people think that you can catch cancer, that it's genetic. It's really not. We actually give it to ourselves by our lifestyle, our environment, our thoughts, what we eat, what we drink, all of that. So I had to go on some hardcore detoxing. In my book, I don't really go into great detail on the detoxing because I don't want people afraid of it. But I literally, it's brutal. It can be. But on a regular basis, like you're talking, we need to constantly let the body release its toxins.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I started last year. I was at the age where my dad got cancer, and he died 2 or 3 years after he was diagnosed from pancreatic cancer. So I thought, well,
I'm sorry.
Well, thank you. As I've unfortunately lost my sister too to cancer, and now my daughter's diagnosed with some. But the thing is that I started saying to myself, I better do some of the things that I would do if I had it.
Right, exactly.
So I started the coffee enemas with the Wilson's method, Dr. Wilson.
Right, clear that liver.
Yeah, and I did that twice a week for 26 weeks, 3 enemas in a row, just to get rid of everything with the coffee. After I finished that, I felt so fabulous. I'm telling you, it was just remarkable.
Oh, yeah.
I decided that this was going to be something that I do on a weekly basis myself. So now this is what I've been doing. Very happy with the results. But what are some of the, where do we start? Say, now I have a personal vested interest in this because my daughter Kelly has some problems. She has a tumor. She also has an infection. They don't want to go in and remove that tumor or do anything until the infection is gone. So I counseled with you a little bit on this. So where does somebody like my daughter Kelly begin?
Well, number one, we have to get sugar out of our life.
Right.
All sugar, because it feeds cancer.
And you're talking about the sugar, the processed carbs, basically.
Right.
Anything that's run through the mill in a sense.
No white rice, no breads. Basically, the only grains you can really eat are things like teff and quinoa. Things that are actually seeds, not grains. Right. A little wild rice, because that's actually more of a seed also.
Yeah, it's
and
more,
very alkaline.
and it's wild. So,
and it's alkaline.
Yeah.
And we want to get into that alkaline state. So I always put people through a lot of green juices.
Okay.
Things that are, because when a person is sick, they really have to nourish their body.
So you're adding nutrition.
Adding nutrition.
And the reason for juicing is because it's so powerful and there's so much nutrition packed into one thing, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
And it gets right into your bloodstream and feeds the body with all that beautiful chlorophyll, lots of sprouts.
Okay.
But
So what is this is getting absorbed then in the small intestines and not really going into the whole digestive system as much, right?
And when you're sick, you can't digest anything anyway. Your gut is compromised.
Okay. Great.
So what we have to eliminate things from our diet, like sugar, processed foods, of course, alcohol, caffeine. All that stuff needs to just go away for a while.
Okay.
And then you don't have a craving for sugar anyway.
After a while. Yeah, and that's different with everybody when that happens. I mean, I found it almost immediately after 2 weeks. I didn't have any cravings anymore at all.
Right.
I mean, not any cravings of any kind. That was the cool part.
Oh, wow. You're a miracle.
Sometimes.
Yes.
Okay, so getting back to my daughter now, we're starting to juice. In fact, I sent her the one of those products that you sell in Body Health, which is the green drink.
Right.
I sent her the amino acids, which the amino acids, folks, you got to check this stuff out because this is the most amazing product in the world, I think.
I actually think everybody should be on perfect aminos no matter what. A lot of people think because it says aminos, they have to be an athlete. But most people have a very low amino profile, whether you're a vegan, whether you're a meat eater, because we don't digest our food and it's hard to get the aminos out of animal products or anything. And a lot of it will go into waste.
Right.
So this is 99% absorbed. There's no acidic waste, which when that's what we want to be very careful about, that we don't become very acidic.
And that's really what you're talking about is those branched chain amino acids that the bodybuilders and athletes are taking. These are incomplete.
They're incomplete and they're only absorbed 1%.
Yeah, so that means that if they're not absorbed, then you're discarding it, and the discarding of this is actually what cancer really likes.
Right. Exactly.
So this is how the story goes, folks. I mean, it's really amazing. Our food that we're taking in, the nourishment that we think we have, if it's discarded, it becomes a real problem for our body. Not only hard to eliminate, but also actually feeding things that we don't want in there.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so we need to stop that process and take that inflammation down by getting more into an alkaline state. So Body Health Greens are a superfood. And what they're finding is that most people have very low antioxidant levels, and we need those antioxidants to help to kill the rust in our body. We're eating so many things that are just causing, I just think of it like rust. Our body is rusting. This will help take that out. It nourishes. We need nourishment, where a lot of people are just eating empty calories. And we need, as you talk about all the time, real food.
Yeah.
I mean...
And even the real food, from what I hear you saying, is not up to the standard, say, that it was 10,000 years ago when we kind of had a pristine world. Maybe 200 years ago.
Since before World War II.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean... The sugar that people are consuming now is outrageous.
It's maybe 1,000 times more than we ever did at the turn of the century before last.
Exactly. So it's very important that we're getting nutrients in. But when you start to eliminate things from the diet, like sugar and processed foods and an overabundance of animal products, some people eat so many animal products, you will start to find the body detoxing naturally.
Okay.
And also water.
Yeah.
We're not drinking enough water. Most people are dehydrated. They're walking around dehydrated, and which also means they're mineral deficient.
Yeah, it's so funny, too, because if you're not drinking enough water, your body's trying to hang on to whatever it can, too.
Exactly.
So that means your body's not really getting flushed out.
Right.
Things aren't moving along. Take another break here. Folks, remember to pick up our Primal Edge here. You know, $89 gets this to your door every single month. Probably one of the most important things you can take, and basically because of this right here, humic and humic acids, which are the delivery system of this product. So stick around. We'll be right back with Venus DeMarco.
Okay.
We'd like to tell you about the personal training studio that Nico is the owner and president of, Performance Training. Since 1998, Nico has trained individuals and groups to improve their health both mentally and physically. As a certified personal trainer, Nico's main focus is on demonstrating exercises correctly to avoid injury and teaching his clients how to manage their past injuries while getting the most out of their personal training sessions. The Performance Training Studio is filled with unique training equipment that enhances balanced results at a faster rate while minimizing damage and discomfort. For more information, you can give Nico a call at 727-418-8740 or email him at nico@tfnn.com. Let him know you heard him on TFNN and save up to $100 on a special package just for TFNN listeners. Act today.
Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back to the show, folks. I'm here with Venus DeMarco, a renowned author, and you have a new book out?
No,
It's
I
just
have a cookbook, but it's a PDF.
Oh,
right
it's an
now.
e-book.
It's an e-book, and then I do have my
And you can get-
paperback, Fearless. And
Right, and you can get this ebook at venusdemarco.org.
yes,
Okay.
and same with Fearless.
Yeah, 11 ways to detox and cleanse easily, safely, and consistently.
That's
So
a
pick
free.
that up.
That's free.
Yeah.
And then the cookbook is a ebook.
An ebook too.
It's
Excellent.
yeah, exactly.
Beautiful. Okay, so we're talking about detox, and one of the things that we sent my daughter was the metal detox, getting
Metal free.
metal free.
Yes,
Yeah, so let's talk about that a little bit.
So there's two products, metal free, and there's body detox.
Okay.
So everybody can take body detox every day.
All right.
So it's just a gentle cleanse every day. It helps to rebuild the gut. As we know that most people's guts are compromised, and without a healthy gut, that's the start of a disease. It's part of
Right.
your immune system.
Right.
But this product also removes gently every day just the air, the toxins that are coming in from the air, the carpet, the air conditioning, outside,
The grass, yeah.
everything. So it's just a gentle product.
Okay.
But very effective. So when I say gentle, that doesn't mean it's not effective.
Okay.
And then metal-free, it comes with a lot of instructions.
Yeah, I saw the pamphlet.
It really binds those heavy metals and pulls them out through the bowel.
Okay.
It is an amazing product.
And we believe that everybody with cancer has some kind of metal toxic.
Even
toxicity.
people without cancer.
Really?
How about arthritis? How about fibromyalgia, MS? I had a friend who was diagnosed with MS, and she just did heavy metal detox and is fine.
Wow.
And lots of liver cleanse. Again, you have to detox everything.
Yeah.
It's not I just did a lemon water today. There is definitely, you have to go through the steps.
So the liver cleanse you're talking about, the enema type of...
Sure.
Right.
Yes. And there's, all kinds of those out there.
Yes.
But you have to be careful, too. You have to really understand what you're doing. I feel that you should have guidance.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That's why I wrote this little PDF, How to Detox Daily, gently and consistently and safely, because it's things as our body every day detoxes through sweat, through bowel movements, through breathing.
Yeah, if
That's
you're
why
interested in this,
exercise
folks,
is
so you
so
need to go to
important.
the venusdemarco.org, and you'll find that ebook right there. Yeah, so this is really interesting. I noticed, too, that you also give personal cooking classes.
I do, because
That's so
food
cool.
is... I'm Italian. We got to eat. I mean, people are so afraid of food. Food was put on this earth to nourish us,
Right.
for us to fellowship around. It's an important thing to make food. People make it very difficult. It is not hard to make good food. It's fast, it's simple, but you do have to take some time. I mean, we're not talking microwaving here.
That's for sure. In fact, I had somebody
And
over to the
prep.
house and said, do you mind if I just warm this up with a cup of
Yeah.
coffee in the white microwave? I says, I'm sorry, I don't have a microwave.
I know.
So-
Mine in my apartment is used for storage.
Yeah.
So it's very important not to use your microwave. It doesn't take that long to boil water on the stove.
So you also give group classes in cooking. So
Yes,
this
those
is,
are fun.
Yeah, I'll bet they are.
So
So you do this in someone else's home? How does that?
I've done it all different places. Some people will hire me to come in and with their friends, and we'll do a meal, and then we all sit down and eat.
Okay.
And everybody helps. I'm leaving for New Jersey. I had a kitchen there, Kitchen 19, that hired me to do a raw vegan course for them.
Okay.
And I didn't realize how many people want this. It sold out in 2 days when it was put up.
Wow.
Yeah, so
So how many people were in it?
I'm only allowed 15.
Okay.
Because it's
Just to get to be
you
too
can't
much.
be personal at all,
Right.
unless it's just a demonstration.
Okay.
So I have brought snacks for demonstrations and have demoed a few things. Then it doesn't matter. You could have 200 in the room.
Right.
But these people want to taste it. So I keep it down. But they had people calling, wanting in. So but you can't. So but it's fun, and I like to make food fun but tasty, because there's nothing worse than boring food. Oh, I'm sorry again. Italian girl here. We gotta have tasty food.
Okay, so let's get back to the detox a little bit.
Yes.
So we're really talking about the metal detox, and there was a couple of precautions that you gave me with the metal detox. If you have any metal in your mouth, you're going to have to go back into the throat a little bit
Right,
more.
and Body Health has an extender.
Okay.
So it will hit the back of the throat, because you don't want to hit that mercury in the mouth
Right.
and have it then go through the system. Then you're going to have a lot of problems.
Okay.
But Getting your mercury fillings out is an important thing. Right. It really is. They've even correlated that with breast cancer. Same with root canals. And so you can do a thermogram, and a lot of times you can see like a red line going right to the breast.
Wow.
So it's very important that we take care of our mouth.
Mm-hmm. That can be an expensive proposition.
It's very expensive. Yeah. I've had such a wild life. When I was in my 20s, I met this doctor. I cannot remember his name, and he had me remove all my fillings back then.
Wow. So he knew about that early.
He did. He did. I wish I could remember his name. He was quite eccentric, but knew what he was talking about.
Cool. So when people are starting out on detoxing, so we've got the body cleanse that you can do. We've got the detox for the metal. We talked a little bit about what I did with the cleansing of the liver. Yes. What else can you tell me?
Well, I believe that if you start your day out every day with, when you first get up in the morning, get a glass of water. This is what I do. I put Perfect Greens in.
Okay.
And I love Body Health's Cocoon Water because it's loaded with oxygen.
Yeah. Now we sent a case of that water to my daughter. So how would she use this? Would she use?
Well, she's going to start out slow.
Okay.
Because oxygen will start to kill off cancer cells. You know, and so you don't want any fast die off. Right. So she'll start out and she'll work up to 2 bottles a day.
Okay.
But slowly, like 12 ounces a day. Mm-hmm. She'll know.
And you take that with some of these greens and things like that? Yeah.
I get up, I pour 12 ounces of that, I put a scoop of greens in there, I squeeze half a lemon, a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and then I take 10 aminos first thing in the morning.
And 10 aminos, that's a double dose? Or is it a single dose?
For me, it's a single dose.
Okay, single dose.
So I think everybody really needs 10 a day. So you could do 5 then and 5 later. I like to work out in the morning, so I just get it over with. Sometimes in the afternoon, I'll take more greens and more aminos just for more energy.
Yeah, and I've been taking a double dose of the aminos, and I use the powder, not the pill.
Right.
And, it's amazing because in 20 minutes you feel it.
Oh, you do. And then when you take those greens with the lemon juice and the apple cider vinegar, you clear the liver and the gallbladder of all the bile, and you start to stimulate the liver to get going.
Oh, I see.
This is very important. We wake up acidic. So now we're going to alkalize that body first thing in the morning. Okay. So remember that disease cannot grow in an oxygenated environment.
Right.
So it's very important that we're getting alkaline foods in the diet.
Okay. So what's the water? What's special about this particular water?
It comes out of Hungary, and they use a special machine that just pounds oxygen into it.
So it's an extra oxygen molecule that's in there, like a structure?
It's not really structured. I'm pretty sure they just literally load it with oxygen, but it doesn't disperse. Like you don't open the bottle and it's in there. Okay. It literally oxygenates you. Okay. So it's not like a drinking water that you just drink all day. It's a exceptional special water that you supplement with.
Okay, so when we come back, we're going to go over some of the products with Body Health because I want people to understand why these products are important and why I'm taking them. So we'll be right back, folks. You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
But it works without blowing you out.
Welcome back to the show, folks. I'm here on the website of bodyhealth. Is that .com? Let me see.
Yep, bodyhealth.com.
Okay, I want to go over some of the products here. This is the Body Detox. So this is the one we talked about where you just want a gentle detox.
You know, it's just, I look at it as a safeguard product.
Okay.
Just use it every day. In the morning, a couple sprays at night. Work up to 8 a day. Don't start out with 8 a day because it really does help to eliminate a lot of things. And when bad things are starting to come out, the body fights it.
Okay.
And we can get sick.
And when you say spray, you
just spray it in your mouth, under your tongue. However, it's
easy.
Awesome. It's so easy.
And the next one is the Body Health Inflame Arrest.
All right.
And that's kind of like if you have any kind of inflammation, even a headache and things like that, you can take this
I just take it every day.
Yeah.
To me, it's, again, a lot of things I take just to keep inflammation down.
Right.
So if you're sick, you'll have to take higher dosages.
Right.
I just take the minimal dose because it's turmeric and ginger, and it just helps take down all, and a wild frankincense. So it's the herb. And it actually helps to take down all that inflammation, but it absorbs completely. It's got a special technology. It's amazing. It doesn't hurt the stomach. It's a really great product.
Okay. We have this cleanse program, so this is where you get a bunch of different products in here. And the cleanse, let's see what it says here.
So you get the perfect amino, you get the intestinal cleanse, you get the our complete plus detox is a gentle support for the liver. The liver takes such a hit every day, so that is a great multiple. It's in a base of 16 botanicals. It has the methylated Bs, which we know is very important. It has folate, not folic acid. It has milk thistle, and things that help to gently cleanse the liver every day and support it. Then the intestinal cleanse is, as I say, it's a gentle intestinal cleanse. It does not blow you out.
Okay, that's real nice because some of them are pretty harsh.
Oh, they're awful.
Yeah. Now these are the complete multi, different kind of multi.
You can also find all of these on my website.
Okay.
For anybody who's looking to wholesale these products, just email me at venus@bodyhealth.com.
And where's the perfect aminos here?
They're down, I think. Keep going down.
Okay, we have the Sleep Ultra. I haven't tried this yet. What's in this?
Okay, so it's got phenibut. and a little tiny bit of melatonin. Now, phenibut helps to put, it's a precursor to GABA. So,
Okay.
but it breaks the brain-blood barrier. So it helps to keep people asleep.
All right.
You know, going to sleep isn't really a lot of people's
It's
problem. It's
waking up at
staying
1 or 2
asleep.
o'clock, yeah.
Exactly. What I found with this product is when you stay asleep, your cortisol levels don't spike at the wrong time. When we are not sleeping, we're just leaving the body open to get sick. We have to sleep. We got kids now that don't even go to bed till midnight. Infants, toddlers. This is messing up their melatonin, natural supplies, which also then do not protect their good estrogens. So it's very important to sleep.
Okay, so eternal cleanse, male vigor.
Yeah, that's just a natural testosterone product. We have the omega-3, which you really like.
I really like this product. You know, I've been taking the Premier DHA for quite a while. A very good product also. When I switched to this, I did notice a change, and I like what's in it because you've got some turmeric.
Yep, you
in
have
it.
a small amount of the inflamarest in
Right.
the omegas.
Yeah, and it seems to be, I mean, it's very, very gentle, and I mean, I
No
thought...
fish breath.
No fish breath, and it's really easy to take too. Then you have a couple of, this is a sleep assist again, and,
Yes.
and that's a spray form or a dropper
No,
form?
they're droppers.
Okay.
And
one thing I wanted to get to really was the...
The perfect amino.
yeah,
There it is, right
yeah.
there.
This product, folks, and you can get in little packs for traveling, but I mean,
Yes.
pretty convenient because you can get this in pill form. You
And
can
in
also,
powder.
And the powder, and I've been
Right.
taking the powder. I like the taste of it particularly.
It's kind of like,
A
it's
little
lemon lime.
Yeah, lemon lime take. But I've noticed the biggest improvement of anything I've ever taken with the Perfect Amino. So I like the way Dr. Minkoff, when he was here a few weeks ago, mentioned that, you know, if we're starting to build a part of our body, and that's what aminos do, they're the building blocks of everything that we are.
Right.
The rest of the things like carbohydrates and fat are just fuels for us.
Exactly.
So what happens is if it's trying to build a part like a tendon for my bicep, it's going to line up those 8 or 9 amino acids. And if something is missing in the whole chain that it's putting together, it kind of discards it.
Right.
And then it goes, you know, and I can see this body trying to make it again. So your body's busy trying to make something that it can't make because it doesn't have the ingredients.
Right.
And here is the solution. So I highly recommend people going to the Healthy Body website and, you know, taking that.
Now, I
It's huge.
took, to repair my endocrine system, I took 30 a day once I discovered this product. And that was even after I was healed. Because once you're diagnosed with something, you have no amino profile because your gut is a mess.
Right.
So this, because it's pre-digested, absorbs in 23 minutes. The powder is probably 12 or 15.
Very quickly.
And so it can get, so it doesn't have to be digested. It gets into the bloodstream very fast and to work. And I've had many people tell me how it helped their leaky gut.
I'm sure.
So it's a great product because it's a smart product. It goes where your body needs it. Do you got a little foggy brain? Do you have joint issues? Do you have a gut?
And
Do you need more muscle?
Yeah,
Yes.
that really surprised me how good in the head you felt too. I knew body-wise,
Right.
because body-wise what happens, folks, is that the aches and pains kind of leave. And I notice after jiu-jitsu, I come home exhausted, and I've got aches and pains, and I take it right after jiu-jitsu.
Right.
20, 30 minutes later, I'm going, boy, how can I feel so great?
Exactly.
I mean, it's really that
Exactly.
amazing. So it's kind of like when I first started taking the Primal Edge with the fulvic and humic acid in it, I felt the difference very, very quickly because we're getting the nutrition that we
Right.
need.
That's a great product. I love your product.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
It's a fabulous product.
It's a nice all-in-one type of thing
It
that you
is.
can take,
And it's liquid.
And it's liquid, which I really prefer in most cases. And the other thing we have on here, of course, is the Perfect Greens,
Yes.
and a couple of other things. Perfect Calm. What is that all about?
Perfect Calm is a magnesium citrate.
Okay.
So I find most people, we all know, are magnesium deficient, but it helps you to calm down before you go to bed at night. Again, that with a healthy sleep, you will sleep like a baby.
Okay, and there's many different types of magnesium out there too.
This is magnesium citrate. So, and also, if you got to be careful. If you have very sensitive bowels, you only take a small amount.
Okay.
But for people who are constipated, it's also sometimes because they are magnesium deficient.
All right.
So that helps with that. The Perfect Greens. For all you people who say you hate the way greens taste?
Yeah, this is good taste.
Dr. Minkoff made this green perfect. It has a little green apple flavor in it. It's delicious. And even kids will take it because it tastes good. You can just put it in their smoothie.
Yeah.
You know, mix it with some berries and other greens and an apple, whatever it takes. Just get it down them because kids' antioxidant levels are very low these days.
Okay, great. We're up on a break here. We'll be right back, folks. Remember, please pick up my Health Signals newsletter. Starts out with some different treatments for options for heart disease and really explains the function of the heart that maybe you've never really thought about before the way we're talking about it.
It's not all about love.
Good one. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
No matter where you're listening to TFNN programming, you can always access your favorite shows on demand through TFNN.com. TFNN airs live programming every market day from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern, and you can view each program by accessing Tiger TV through our homepage. We even have an easy link for all mobile devices, including iPhones, iPads, and Android devices, located in the top right-hand corner of the TFNN homepage. You can use your smartphone to view Tiger TV, but if you don't have a connection that can keep up with streaming live video, then you can simply visit TFNN.mobi in the browser of your smartphone for live streaming audio of all our programs. The mission of TFNN is to educate our audience directly and interactively through our interactive website and call-in talk shows. TFNN is able to teach all levels of investors the technical skills needed to trade in today's marketplace. In order to get the best information possible, TFNN has assembled the most respected financial minds in the country to provide the most current news and comprehensive advice available. TFNN.com, educating investors. Up next, 9 before 9 with John Logan on TFNN.
Laughed a lot.
And welcome back to the show, folks. And we have a question in the newsroom. He says, Nico and Venus, how much money a month do you suggest one spend on a program like this? What are your core recommendations for the items? If you could walk away for a minute, no problem. We'll answer that. So, it gets. I remember spending. I got to one point where I was spending $350, $400 a month on supplements, and I thought, boy, this is crazy. And then that's when I got with Paige and our chemical guy and came up with the Primal Edge.
Right.
Just for that reason alone. But yeah, the budget is important.
It is, and it's hard to say what you should spend and what are your health needs. But we were just talking about this before. Prevention is the cure of all things. So what if we just got down to basic, good nutrition and supplemented? For instance, with the Primal Edge. Right. And then added Perfect Amino. And how about the greens and the body detox to start off with? That would be a perfect program.
Yeah.
So if someone's taking your Primal Edge, they don't need the complete. If they want to do the complete, I do the complete multi. I love the Primal Edge. I can do that too. I do a lot, but I don't take as much as I did when I was diagnosed with cancer, because I don't have to. Now it's more about keeping this body strong and healthy on a daily basis.
Yeah, so maintenance is going to be less expensive than if
it depends what your health problems are and what your budget is.
That's for sure. So Primal Edge, number one. I would say Perfect Aminos. Those are the two actually you need.
Right.
And then if you want to go to the greens, I think that's important to get that extra nutrition that we're not getting in our vegetables and fruits anymore.
And most people don't eat enough greens.
Right.
Or vegetables.
And you can't, because they're really recommending 7 to 10 servings of vegetables a day. I can't eat that much.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I juice and do greens.
Yeah, and many people, talking to Ben Greenfield, and he's big into juicing, and he uses a lot of vegetables and things like that.
Right.
So
lots of sprouts.
Yeah, and sprouts are, I think, the key.
Yes, a lot of sunflower sprouts, broccoli sprouts. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, and JB says that he is on the Primal Edge now. So I'd recommend doing the Perfect Aminos for sure, and then taking a look at the greens too.
And if you have inflammation, do the Inflammarest or the Omegas. That would be great. Those Omegas are very, very good, and they have some of the anti-inflammatory in it. So
that's what I like about that product. Yeah,
everything together.
Yeah. Yeah, so those are all great products, and you can get out of it what you want. But Perfect Aminos to me is a building block that you really need.
So he says smoothies. Are you doing smoothies right now?
No, this is from TFNN Studio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, heard you on vegetables. Tough to eat enough, that's for sure.
Yes.
So these are products you need to look at, folks, and you can go to the website, which is called the bodyhealth.com, right?
Yes, bodyhealth.com.
And venusdemarco.org is for your website. There's a lot of information on there.
And then Venus at bodyhealth.com. If anybody would like a wholesale account, any physicians out there, personal trainers, anything like that, give me a call. Venus at bodyhealth.com.
Venus at bodyhealth.com.
Yes.
Do you want any phone number?
512-626-6141 is also my number.
And one of the things I really like about dealing with you when I got my account set up at Body Health is that you really get personally involved with your clients, and I really appreciate that. Clients. Also, folks, she always said, tell your daughter to call me. I will talk to her. And that really impressed me, and the fact that the fear is there when you have cancer. What do I do? Do I go the conventional way? What kind of support do I have to do anything? That's the key right there. And when you don't have support, you kind of feel like my sister felt before she died. She says, it's the hardest decision I ever made, and I feel like I'm trapped. And that's what she felt like. I don't want anybody to feel trapped. I really thank you for coming.
Thank you. I only have one thing to say. Okay. Is it the fear or the disease that's killing us?
Wow. Powerful, folks. Think about that.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, folks. Thanks for sticking around. We got a next show coming up, so we'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.
All right. That was fun.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
You're watching Tiger TV.